Jai Hind everyone. In part of our career transition series, today we have invited another accomplished veteran, Colonel Tarun Vohra. Sir is an ex-gunner. He commanded a rocket regiment, and he had a very illustrious and splendid career while he was in Forge. Has been an instructor grading officer. Was responsible for being an instructor and coaching cadets in the Indian Military Academy. Then he is also staff college qualified. Besides that, he got two commendation cards, one while in CI operations in an RR battalion, and later when he was commanding his regiment, which he had a fairly long extended command, the regiment was selected for the chief commendation. So overall, a professional of focus, hard work, and attention to detail. And then he moved on from Forge. He decided to take a call, a deliberate call, and decided to move on. And then he was again, after his PMR, one of the rare officers who was directly absorbed in an L7 role in Amazon in the mid-mile delivery operations role. He was with Amazon for 3 odd years, shifted gears, and is right now in a national role with one of the most respected startups, which is also a unicorn. Rather, in fact, they are moving to a double unicorn status now. And he is heading their HR function, responsible for providing the much needed HR support. So today he joins us, and we'll be asking him a mix of questions, some professional, some personal, some which are going to be more particular to the armed forces transition. So welcome to today's talk, Tarun sir.
Thank you, Vipul. Thank you so very much. And Jai Hind, everyone. It's always good to be back in your fraternity and tell whatever things which you faced. Not an easy journey for all of us. I can understand all those folks who are transitioning right now, all those who are in service, all who are thinking, right? We'll talk about the journey as Vipul will take it through. Uh, that's it, Vipul.
And I'm sure you said that Flipkart and Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, etc., and a lot of other organizations are actively acquiring veteran talent.
Yeah.
As veterans, though, now looking at it from those who are wanting to transition, they are still inside the cantonments.
Yeah.
They are still not a part of the cyber hubs of the world. They're still inside the cantonments. So, how do you say, or what would be your guidance in terms of how should they start networking to develop these contacts, reach out to these 500 plus fraternal ties, and I mean, any how important it is and how to go about it.
Thanks, Vipul. In fact, one thing which I forgot, and that's, your question brought me on that. All those who are still serving, right? I know you folks cannot make a LinkedIn account and so on and so forth. Please do not make it. Absolutely, as per the cybersecurity policy, do not make it. But you can actually speak to the folks who are there in the corporate, take their advice and ask them, all those who are still contemplating, okay, should I move out or shouldn't I move out? They can also, that also, you can take an advice, shall I or shall I not? If my journey is good outside or is it not good, that's fine. Second, so, one is the connect, which I said, your relatives, friends, families, people who are doing well outside, Fauji's, corporate people, start connecting with them, speaking to them, right? Second is another very important thing which somebody told me, which I couldn't do much, but this was something is very nice. When you are already in army, if you also navy, हमारे आर्मी में ना एक तो होता है NH, what do you call that, आर्मी एजुकेशन कोर का एक होता है, मैं भूल रहा हूँ, ठीक है. सो उधर ना देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कोर्सेज व्हिच कीप ऑन हैपनिंग, ठीक है. देयर वाज साइबर हब के कोर्सेज, HRDC, हाँ, if I'm not wrong. Fine. So, there will be a lot of courses which will keep on happening. 15 days course, 10 days course, 20 days course, so and so forth, right? Spend some time over there. Okay. Do these small courses. It will help out in building up your profile once you are moving out. You do a cyber security course. This is going to help you out. 15 दिन का कोर्स होगा, आप HRDC में जाओगे, वहां पे जाके एग्जाम दोगे, आपको एक सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा, ठीक है. At the same time, when you are in army, navy, air force, or whichever armed service which you are in right now, you can always do these certifications which are there, the online ones. Okay, you can, as I said, I started my PG diploma in HR from Symbiosis when I was already there. There are folks who are doing PhDs also. So at this point, keep yourself busy, keep yourself motivated. Okay, I'm going to transition maybe after a year, maybe after 6 months. These 6 months utilization, how I'm going to do it. I'll start off with these particular certification, I'll do with these particular courses, and that will help me out. I will start connecting with people. I'll tell them, okay, I'm planning to move out. Is it right? Is it wrong? Get a mentor for yourself. Okay, speak to her or him. As I said, I think before also, mentor can be from the forces, mentor can be from the corporate, mentor can be a friend or family or relative, whosoever it is. And start graduating into that particular mindset. That is something. Haan ji,
Right. My last question, sir, and this is something related to your functional specialty. I believe you must be interviewing a lot of officers for various roles. A lot of officers might be reaching out to you for guidance, transition guidance, etc. What are those 3 to 5 typical gaps you see when officers are speaking to you, especially when they are speaking to you for job interviews, which, if they could cover, their probability of getting through would increase?
Actually, basically, my role as of now, I'm heading the HR for this particular unicorn, and it starts from the talent acquisition part, right? Uh, then there's the talent acquisition, that is, you get the right person to the right place, right job. Okay. Then thereafter, there it's the talent management, employee engagement, the finding the exits and everything which needs to take place, right? Vipul, I'm sorry, I'll come back to your question. One more thing, folks, for all those who are planning to get into HR. Uh, for us, HR is more of the employee engagement. We have done whatever thing which we have done in the forces. Generally, you'll find the same things in the corporate, but with a different point of view, which you'll have to change yourself. One more thing which you need to learn in the corporate is on the labor laws, the compliances, the Industrial Dispute Act, and so on and so forth. जो कि हमें हमें मिलिट्री लॉ में पढ़ाया जाता है, MIML के अंदर पढ़ाया जाएगा, या हमारे जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस हैं, SOPs हैं, वो हमें पढ़ाया जाएगा. So if you do these particular certification, it will help you out. Now, coming back to your question, Vipul, wherein what are the things which I find good in the forces, and what are the things which I find which can be improved in whenever I'm interacting with the army defense forces. One is, our focus. So one thing is very clear: anybody who is coming from the forces, he would be, disciplined. He will deliver results. He will have, that sense of ownership that is very strong in all of us. So the sense of ownership कि भाई ये काम उसका है, फिर भी मैं करता हूँ. हम लोग का होता है ना कि okay, this is the work which needs to be completed. We always keep our organization ahead of us. So that is something which is very strong in all of us. Of course, honesty, integrity, all these are things which are unquestionable things which we have with us, right? Things which we need to work on is how to correlate, how to put all those in words when I am speaking to a person. How do I see? I gave you an example of my adjutant days, my young lieutenant days, when my CO told me to write down those things. So I gave an example. Okay, here I developed my people-related skills. When I was in RR, if somebody is getting into a security, if somebody wants to get into a security-related role, fine. So that is the time I tell them, okay, here I was interacting with the civil police officials. I was building the trust. I was not only looking into the physical security of those 12 to 13 odd villages which were under my 20 kilometer by 20 kilometer of area. I was also looking into the cyber security. I was looking into the security of my men, weapon, each and everything. So I'm covering the entire gambit of security. Whatever you are, whichever field you want to get into, you have to sell that. Next is for which role you are applying. Okay, as I said, 3 P's which I brought out. The 4th P, passion, it comes after maybe 1 or 2 years. My passion was getting into people operations. I'm here into HR right now. I want to lead a particular team. I've always done that in operation or in HR. That's it. तो आपका JD क्या है? JD is a job description. Okay, what is the JD? Are you speaking to somebody on a security related role? Then you'll have to keep yourself heavy on that. As a CEO, if I'm going to talk, I took a lot of my administration part. I took a lot of care of my training part. So I'm getting more into the admin and the training part or the HR aspects. If I start speaking to a person on the security part, okay, my in my this thing, I had a an area which I used to look for my cant security. There were a lot of challenges which used to come in. There were patrolling which was being done wrong, the cloud planning. We placed a quick reaction team, so and so forth, and you are putting it along with the corporate thing. How we used to stop the pilferage if in case it is happening. So how it going to help in the corporate pilferage? How we are catching the persons and getting things done. So whichever role which you are getting into, you should know about that particular role. One, you should speak all your particular professional journey. Keep it, little bit generalistic रखो, but at the same time उस पे ज़्यादा focus रखो. I had 4 CVs, folks. ठीक है, एक ऑपरेशन का था, एक एचआर का था, एक एडमिन का था, एडमिन और ट्रेनिंग का था, एक सिक्योरिटी का था. मैंने आपको बताया मेरे एचआर में 2 जगह लग चुका था. मेरा एक क्या कहते हैं सिक्योरिटी में था, एक ऑपरेशंस में था. आई चोज ऑपरेशन बिकॉज दैट वाज गिविंग मी द प्लेस हियर इन गुड़गांव वेयर आई वांटेड टू बी, and all those 3 P's were good enough for me, so I chose that. So understand that, work, speak as per your job description which you want to get into. That's one. Next is, of course, as I said, do not use the loose comments. When I say not the loose comments, and make it understand the person in the corporate. A a G1 of some particular brigade, it will not make sense to him or her, whoever is asking you this question. But when you say, I did my staff course, and staff course is, akin clearing your CAT A exam, and from there you become into a senior program manager, wherein you work with a general officer, right? And you are looking into the aspects of the entire operation, training, and administration. So you become the senior program manager. For him, he or she understand he or she cleared the staff course exam. It was clearing their CAT A exam. तो उसने वहां से आपको relate किया. Okay. When you bring out these particular aspects, it automatically going to help you out. Okay. The another person is going to understand. As a Fauji, I'll be able to understand when somebody talks to me, Vipul, कि sir मैंने ये किया वो किया, मैं बता दूंगा, okay, very good enough, I understand it. But anybody from the corporate world, or to make him or her understand is on us, not on him or her.
Right, sir. So, the gist of your last piece of advice is that we should constantly work on changing our communication to what we have done in Forge to something which is more akin to the corporate, so that it is more of an industry shift and not exactly a functional role shift. That's how it should be.
Please make your CV, guys. Make your CV proper. 2 पेज का CV बनाओ, ज्यादा नहीं बनाना. 2 पेज से ऊपर किसी के पास टाइम नहीं. Nobody has the time to go through your CV. And now there's an AI which is there, which keep on looking at the words. Okay. Never, and whatever CV which you are making, that gist of that particular CV of yours should be on the LinkedIn. Sell yourself on LinkedIn. Okay. People should know there is a guy over there. No, there's a lady over there who's doing so and so well. So make accordingly. Start working on it. Start doing the networking. It is possible for everyone. Somebody wants to get into educational field. Okay, somebody from I'll say somebody who's taking superannuation, who wants, okay, I'll get into an educational field. मैं सुबह जाऊंगा, शाम को 4-5 बजे तक काम करूंगा. I'll play, have a round of golf and everything. My everything is settled. I want something nearby my home. Everybody has his, and this is not only for the superannuating PMR people. Somebody also from the short service officers. All of you. It's your own baby. Whatever you are thinking. Everybody has their own problems in life, all their own challenges in life. Carry out your own SWOT analysis and work accordingly. Okay. Anybody wants to give me a call anytime, you can always give a call. Every Saturday, Sunday, give me a ping first, because busy रहेंगे तो शायद ना उठा पाए, but 100% try. So I know the time is running out. Sorry, guys.
Thank you so much for that offer of help also, sir. And I'm grateful you could spare time, guide people, and provide these nuggets of wisdom. Thank you so much, sir.
gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind.